Wonderful people, viewers and subscribers, you're welcome back again on this platform where we tell you undiluted truth. Many people have been calling me and asking, why is it I've not said anything about the security situation in Anambra State and parts of the Southeast? My response is, in Igbo, I leave that to be addressed from next week when we start our full operation. But for record purpose, what has been happening recently, following the outburst of Ebube Muonso, because that is where it started from.
Problem we need to tackle in Anambra State is what? Insecurity. People are dying on daily basis. And our leaders are passive. Odiko bromado na angu. Odiko okuko na angu. Mbongo mado na de metu mado na aro. You know that that person has entered a reprobate heart. Obiajolajo. On daily basis, people are dying in Anambra State. Not one, not two. People are being butchered like Nama. Even on 30th, 7 men were killed at Ehia.
Enough is enough. Communities must rise now. Come together. I want to They don't have any information about what is going on. Then they are not supposed to be in the office. We must rise. We must not let this thing happen again. I need information and whatever they need for us to get to these people. Government Kenyan, there are 10 million naira. We are placing 10 million naira on their head, each of them. I say now, Anambra, Nandini Nemeliba. Farmer is the known of Amoba, like the Sobano,
Since the beginning of this state called Anambra, there have never been a time that we witness incessant deaths like this regime. I wonder, when your people are dying as the head and you are passive, it means that you are not a good man. Everybody should sit up. In fact, let there be operation defend your territory, because the government will not defend you. There is trouble, my people. I am telling all of us here, we need to rise, and Anambreans need to rise. If our leaders could not handle insecurity, let them resign.
Yes.
The person involved should resign honorably. Enough of this nonsense. The other time, a priest, Father Osito Okechukwu, was killed. Father Nonso was kidnapped. I spoke with the kidnappers, and you see how confident they were, sounding so confident. At a time, I became harsh on them, that the anger of God will come after them. In fact, that they will not go scot-free. And the young man started laughing and said, "What? Ebube Muonso, I ain't afukani every day. No, I can't actually meet you yaka. Amen. I ain't afukani every day. If I just buy and get a macanine and yell them mother carine." He said, "Father Kobulunakiko, even if Father no sooner, the father never, on actually may escape if on over getting hey ta 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 ta."
Na-agbazie ndị a mụwafụ na okwu echenjigo ịrụndụ ọbara na-agbasa gị ma ndị agha na-ebe ọga na asị bee ya saịda a na-ebe mmadụ ka ọ dị ndụ eziokwu. Nna atekwa m ya 10,300,000 nsi na akaụntụ kwụọ nyefe ego, mana ọ bụrụ inye ego bụ isiokwu. Enwere ndị nyere ego egbukwalụ egbu. Fada anwakwuo almost 20-something million. Ewe gbukata mmadụ ma ndị a na-enwe ewelu dị ebe a egbuo atụnye wụọ something. Nna oyi 17th ọgụlụ oyi 18th 19th Malụ mgbe ha na-akwado beta argument ebe ha na-ebe mmụọ nsọ bacha mba. O nwere ndị ya bụ ọbụla egwu atụba fafa asị na anyị nwere ike idiktekti ebe a. Achọrọ ha eme ile ha mara Anambra enwe dị sekuriti. A na-eme onye isi fapụta sịfada na ọ chọkwara na irelize mana ọ chọ igosi Ebube Muonso na ya na ya bụrụ na fa na-afụ ya steady. And the second gwakwuo ya that na n'ihe eji ugbu ya nkịtị bụ na ọbaka anọ fada mana na ha chọzi igosi ihe akpọzi amara na ha nwere flagship akpọ ndị otu asị na ebe ọ bụla ndị kampụ ọbụla ihe mme asị je nweta Ebube Muonso na ndụ ife ụmụ kelekele ụmụazị bụ egbe a ụmụ ihe ụmụazị na-eme na ha na-eme yahoo ọ bụ ọkwa yahoo akwa kidnapping nke ụmụazị ya basu ife ụmụazị etu a ndị yahoo anụnwa yiri iPhone 13 na-eme I was there na-akpọ ma their girlfriends na anyị nọgide ha nọ 19th 20th 21 22 23 n'ọfịa ejero toilet eliro nne awụrụ arụ atara atọ amakwa m na mmadụ na-anọ mbọsị nọ n'ụlọ ọkụ mmadụ sị na ọ nọ 3 days ejere toilet once m sị na asị agbara m na ihe a dị possible na ọkwa na 25th si na-efozi 25th akpọpụta maka ọ ga-esi akpọpụta mmadụ asị gị ọya move ife na-ama tatatatata agba the person ndị mpụta echegidogo m ehiche ebe a si na-ehiche pụọ ada m ekwuzi maka business not pick of my business ada m ekwu maka my parents ada m ekwu and maka this boy nwee Dubai Estate ya na bed ịma na a na-achọ bed since 1 month akpọbara call nothing nta wee na-adị ka oke esi egbu mmadụ nna ifu ka esi ele pass my brother ifu ka esi ele ihe a na one boy chi ịgba ọsọ ebe onye ụmụ ụbọchị achịkọrọ anyị ọnụ njụbi ọsọ ma ọnụ go 20 something days there na onye ya na ya sobi ebe a na-agbagbu gị
ọ sị na anọ n'iru na-eme gịnị na-agbagbu ndị mmadụ ọkwa mmadụ ka a na-agba onye dị nwe ogodo ewu na-ata.
If you put that side by side, it corresponds with what Ebube Muonso said in his account with respect to his encounter with these daredevils. Now, recently, the government people, Soludo's men, has responded. And their response is even why I decided to chip in this before we do an exposition critically on security situation. As the voice of the people, from what Soludo people or Soludo's men, beginning with the commissioner, Honorable Commissioner of Information, Dr. Lomefo, a wonderful man. I respect him so much. His reaction to this, labeling and trashing what Ebube Muonso said, and the follow-up voice recording or phone call recording.
All right. From the post made by the Honorable Commissioner of Information, Dr. Lomefo, on his Facebook page, where he was responding to Ebube Muonso position with respect to insecurity in Anambra State. He said here, Ebube Muonso, fake prophets and insecurity by Lomefo. The new wave of insecurity in Anambra State, in particular, and the Southeast, has its roots in preaching wealth without work, championed by likes of Father Ebube Muonso, that's Father Emmanuel Obimma, aka Ebube Muonso. They are merchants of fake miracles and fake prophets who, for decades, have taught our youth to believe they can become wealthy and great without works. Perseverance and the morality, all vital virtues for Ndibo, we are reputed in the past. So there's a lot you said here which we are not going to dabble into. But the bottom line is that they have tried to undermine the position of Father Ebube Muonso with respect to the current insecurity in Anambra State. You can go to his page and read the rest, or you read it on BVI Channel 1 as we will be publishing same.
I must say, to be honest with you, frankly, I do not expect the government of Soludo to be responding in this manner. What I expect them to do is to do the needful. The response government is expected to do at this point is to restore back the confidence of the Anambra State on security situation in Anambra State. It's as simple as that. Instead of trying to join issues with concerned citizens of Anambra State in this manner by saying or trashing whatever concern they have raised, especially the one that was written by my colleague and respected colleague for that matter, Tony Olisambeki. The write-up was credited to him, where I saw him, trying to ridicule the security reports by concerned individuals, claiming that you cannot compare what Enugu is doing with what is happening in Anambra State, blah, 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 this, blah, 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 that, especially with respect to the Rapid Response Control Center of Enugu State, which was set up by the governor, of which is exactly what we've been asking our own dear governor, the professor governor, to do in Anambra State, what Ifanoba already started, to inherit it. Security is not a rocket science. Security is all about intelligence. And how can you have intelligence without having a wide spread of network? Just like Ifanoba started already.
Governor in Anambra South. Yesterday, 27th of August, 2023, the Commissioner of Police, Anambra State, came to me for us to have a tour of our facilities in Nnewi North. And we went to our command center where we have a display of all our systems. And I'm sure the picture will say it all. So I want you to know that we are serious with what we are doing in security in Anambra South. And the Commissioner of Police came and he saw what we are doing. So we'll continue to make sure that we provide security to the entire Anambra South. Henceforth, we are moving into all the communities. We want you to engage with your stakeholders and invite me for a meeting so that we'll know how we can implement what we have just done in Nnewi North.
What has Soludo done to do it? No. Rather, Peter Mbah started implementing it. And now people are angry when security situation is compared with that of Anambra State and Enugu State. It's unfortunate. And I must tell you, in as much as Soludo is doing, project Aflanya, this infrastructural project like roads, without security, security is number one, the number one priority of every government. If you fail in security, you have failed in everything. Because your primary responsibility as a government is to protect lives and property. And we should not play politics with it. I am not speaking for or against Soludo. Neither am I speaking for or against his political opponent. It's not my business. My own stance is the stand of the people who are the direct victims of this daredevil insecurity situation we have in Anambra State. Honestly speaking. And that is where I stand. The government must sit up to its responsibility. I'm going to give you a direct exposition, my own personal, exposition with what we saw this period on the road. Myself, I'm not saying somebody said. I'm going to share it, well recorded. But it has to be from next week, so that we will provide proper solution and we know where our problem is coming from and where we're heading to. Please, deal with the message, leave me out of it. Leave the messenger, deal with the message. And the message is, the Soludo government must sit up to its responsibility and tackle insecurity head on, which starts from intelligence gathering. Let nobody play politics with it. Let nobody play politics with the lives of Indiana and Anambra State. And to the short, unfortunately, this whole thing seems to be, targeting the church. After the Reverend Father, I also heard that 2 Reverend sisters were also kidnapped, and the rest of that, the feelers I'm getting. But why would they be targeted this time? Do these people have the fear of God at all in their lives? Let me tell you one thing. These guys believe that the church is one of the biggest problems in Anambra State. Not just in Anambra State, in Igbo land. Not just in Igbo land, in Africa as a whole. That the church is the biggest problem. And they have to deal with the church. And again, that even the people, because of bad governance in Nigeria, many people do not even have money. So the only institution that has and controls a lot of chunk of money, who are beneficiaries, or whenever there is bad government, it is only church business that thrives. So they believe that church people, church priests, church sisters, church this and church that, or entrepreneurs as some people may call it, they are the ones that have the money. You can see and heard that even a reverend father paid up to 10 million. How many traders can pay such amount of money? When we were saying all this, the church was just keeping aloof. They don't want to get involved with politics or good governance. Man, they are not eating frog, but they use their teeth to cheer it. Let me just keep it at that and tell our people that if you keep quiet, it will come knocking on your door. And that is the position of GGM. All at the same time right here and deal with it when we resume fully on our Matters Horizon come next week from Tuesday. What is your take on what we are saying? Let us have your own security report from wherever and however you've experienced it this season, not just in Anambra State, but across Igbo land, on the comment section. I still remain to repeat as the advocate for good governance, the voice of the people, and the Archbishop, Good Governance Ministry. A very solid platform to liberate the people from bad governance. Bye-bye for now. GGN, uniting the people for good governance.